Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
59, Mike to 59. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Let's go.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
3rd and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 59.
Yeah.
Mike, check, 59.
Hey, high 7.
Let's go. 59's Mike, check, 59. They can't hang with us.
Big grip.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Landry now on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
Hurry.
1st down, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Mayfield under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mayfield now. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Quite the opening drive mark.
This prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
180. We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Next to score on 7, Broncos nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mack Wilson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready?
Check, 59.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Go.
I got him. That's me. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check.
Now.
Block now on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Let's get this.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be... He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama, Mack Wilson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Mayfield under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Hey, echo.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he's got Hireman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
That's good for a
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier complete.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Hey, alert 33. I got it.
On 2nd and inches, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Clock now on 1st down. That's complete to Jake Butt. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, block. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
What you just saw there, 1st-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season, it's big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Locke. He's got a it's Sutton that's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Locke. It's caught by Sanders. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys.
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A throw taken in by Hamilton. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Hamilton, the 4th-round pick, had a very productive career at Penn State where he was teammates with Saquon Barkley. And the tandem of he and Cortland Sutton brings some solid youth to that Bronco receivers room. And now the 24-year-old Hamilton hoping to build on what was a 30-catch campaign from a season ago as a rookie.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Block now to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. A run for Nick Chubb, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, one alert!
Switch. He's crashing. He's checking.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's going to air. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe there's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. Look, there he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Locke now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke going for it all. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Let's go, folks.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
47 Mike, boy, 47.
A toss play to Chubb. Oh, he shifts past him. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Mayfield on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Broncos on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. To throw it is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Watch twins.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? And now here is another interception. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.